barbershop conversations, man. So as you guys may have known, we're gonna do boxing and basketball now on this platform, and I'm also gonna do like reviews of players that I've seen that are in the top 100 and that you guys may know, and so we can get a barometer, you know what I mean? And I'll say this: I was a teacher for 7 years. I'm never gonna disrespect a child as it pertains to their development, because you never know. You can never put a ceiling on a child. So, and I know as a parent of 2 kids, parents are very protective of their kids. But I had a chance to, I'm gonna just give you my, of what I thought. And if I address a problem, more often than not, I believe I'm gonna give a solution to it. I had a chance to see Brandon McCoy last night for the 3rd time. They were in the Damian Classic Championship, and I saw him play last year twice as a freshman, both against Harvard Westlake. So I've seen him play against the upper echelon defensively in terms of personnel, athletically. And I'm going to start by saying this. Physically, I think that he may be the prototype. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely think physically he may be the prototype. Long arms. He has a sturdy lower base. He looks physically in tune. And he looks clean. He looks clear, you know. I think his upside is genuinely something that is genuinely up to him. It's genuinely up to him how good he's going to be. For sure, he's a Division I player. The things that I liked about him is he has the ability to take inventory. And what I mean by inventory is time and situation, knowing personnel, and just as important, knowing where his personnel or most likely will be. You know, I've seen him I saw him last night make passes without even turning his body. So that means he took a picture of the game prior to every movement that he makes. He has an understanding of the likelihood of his teammates and opponents, and that's real refreshing from a coach's personnel. So at the very least, he's going to be a hell of a coach one day. You know, just having that high IQ in terms of understanding. I think he's a do-it-all guard because of his sturdiness and his frame. I think he can pass, shoot, and rebound. Those 4 things that I've noticed, IQ being the highest, being able to shoot the ball being the lowest. And here's where I think he needs to improve. He's on a team full of Division I kids, right? The other guard, who was the more alpha last night. He was the more alpha. Number 5, alpha. And number 10 was pretty aggressive. Other those 4, he was the least aggressive. I know he's going to get the training from somebody somewhere. I know his trainer's doing a great job, just based off of where he's at now. I think he needs to get reps. I think he needs to be in a situation where he's getting those reps. Because when you're on a team with 5 All-Stars and All-Americans and top players in their class, you're splitting reps. And what I mean by splitting reps is the ball is not in your hand with the game on the line. You don't have to guard the best player. And long term, I know we're hell bent on CIF championships, playing with the best and doing everything that we need to do. And I think he needs more reps. I think obviously you don't want to play with a bunch of nobodies. That's not what I'm suggesting. But when you're on a team with the young man that has assumed the role of, I'm going to presume, the finisher. I know he made a 3 last night in the corner, but that was the only shot that I'm not going to say the only shot that he made, but the only shot last night that was like I'm going to do it. He took possessions where he passed the ball similar to, I wouldn't even say like a LeBron James. I would say like a kind of like a like pass first guy. I think if he had those reps in terms of being the leader of the team. Now, statistically, I think he'll be the leader of the team because he can do it all. He can pass. I mean, if you do your plus minus chart, he's going to be able to do it all. I think if he just stays in this mode, I think he'll be a do it all guard. If you guys don't remember Jelani Gardner was a do it all great guard back in the late 90s who was just exceptional. This may sound weird, but I think he probably should transfer. And people will say, "What are you talking about?" It's for his personal development. I think he needs to guard the best player. I think he needs to be able to set up players. And people are going to say, well, if you want to play Division I basketball, you got to play with the best. But those presets that you go into Division I basketball with the aspirations of playing pro. All of these pros, now I'm talking 9th through 12th grade. I'm not talking about putting these teams together and making prep teams and making these teams dynamic. I'm talking about when you go into a school from 9th to 12th, how many of those guys actually make it pro? When you look back at Dominguez, they had two, Tyson Chandler and Tayshaun Prince. The quarterback didn't make it. The quarterback, the point guard. I went to middle school with him. The point guard. What the hell is his name? Anyways, he was exceptional. One of the best guards I ever guarded. Bad Santa is his nickname. Then you have the Westchester crew. Not all of them went pro. Amir Johnson went pro. He's a transfer in. Trevor Ariza went pro. So Hassan Adams was drafted. So when you play with all these great players, it's beautiful to win all these championships. It's a beautiful thing. You're going to be recognized locally as some of the greatest teams ever, which is beautiful. But at the end of the day, you kind of want to be like Dwayne Poley. You kind of want to be Freeman Williams. I know I may be dating y'all. You want to be Gilbert Arenas. You want to be now Elijah Arenas, who's on the team getting better. Now he could use a little help, but his skill set is immense, and I think the young McCoy, I believe he's a junior, needs more reps. You got to get these presets going into college, and if he gets these presets, I think he's a can't miss kid. Just physically, I think physically, his stature alone puts him on the NBA draft board, but I saw him yesterday have difficulty getting beyond a one dribble pull up. I know he wanted to do more than a one dribble pull up because the game is on the line. So I know he wants to get in between his man and the big man, but he had a little difficulty getting it. And I think that comes from reps, lack of reps, but in terms of the total package, he's something that every coach would dream for physically. 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". Someone, he has high hair, so I'm not sure about his true height, but I'm just doing what I saw visually. I'm not going off what I saw online. He's going to be a defensive freak because of his range. He's very rangy, and he's sturdy, so he'll be able to guard two guards fully. He'll be reliable. He'll be reliable in the post. When you got guards like Mark Jackson who want to post you up, Mark Jackson type point guards, not Mark Jackson himself. And but I think when these kids play with 5 Division I guys, I think you're stunting your growth a bit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Recent history. Who have been the pros? These star-studded teams don't produce multiple pros, and it looks good in high school. He's going pro. He's going pro. He's going to the NBA. But when you get to college, you don't have these presets, and it's very, very challenging. I'm not talking about the Sierra Canyons when you get transfers in, and they've done an exceptional job over the years at getting kids to the pro. But some may say that they were already packaged in delivery and already ready for the pros. But I think he needs to lead a team like from start to finish. Maybe go to a team with only one Division I point guard, with only one Division I player, because he's a can't miss kid, man. He's gonna be he's gonna make money playing basketball. I have no doubt about it. Where? I don't know. It's totally up to him. But I'm gonna reiterate it again. I think those reps that he's missing in practice, leading, because he can take practice off some days because the team is so talented. He could take practice off some days, and even if he is fully engaged in practice, he's not getting 100% of the reps at the position that he's projected to play in the NBA and or at the Division I level. Simply put. So those are my thoughts. I think he needs to work on his ball handling. I think he got to be more angular. When you've been physically gifted, sometimes you just say, forget the angles, forget the tricks. I'm just physically better than you. And 9 out of 10 guards he go against at the high school level, he will be physically better than. And just God made him different. Some people God make different, And I wish him well, man. I'm looking forward to following his career now. I'm back in the high school circuit. Many of you guys know, some of you guys know, not all you guys. Over 10 years ago, I did some great things in terms of training, in terms of mentoring a lot of now NBA players, and I trained too many kids to count. But I'm on to a new journey, so this is the new era. But yeah, I wish Brandon well. For sure, he's a Division I kid, and I think he needs to get those reps in. As weird as it may sound, leading the back end of the defense, the front end of the defense, talking and moving. But yeah, it's kind of what I thought. If I'm these big time kids, the championships come with it because you're great. You're exceptional. Championships come with whatever you want. No matter what school you go to, you're going to win a league championship. You're going to be a semifinalist. You're going to be great. But when you stack these teams, when you go 6 or 7 deep with Division I, it looks good. But the ultimate goal is to get paid. Now, the ultimate goal is to make the NBA, right? No one wants to play in Poland or Russia. That's your second option. And I think some teams miss a lot when it's like that. Now, at the college level, you got to be more strategic in terms of the year you're there, the seniors ahead of you, and so you have the time to play. But we'll see. But that's why when you look at anyways, we'll save that for a whole nother video. But anyways, man, y'all go ahead and have a great day. But this is why you see, and some of you guys may not understand this, but in college, the kid who handles the ball goes to the NBA. Think about that when you look at the college trajectory. The kid who handles the ball, whether he's 6'9", whether he's 6'1" or 6'9", the off guy typically doesn't go to the NBA. I'm talking about the post player. I'm talking about the wing players and the guards. If he handles the ball a lot, he's more than likely going to go to the NBA. And even though the other guy may be great, but he wasn't handling the ball, his usage wasn't over 50% of the game, so of their offensive set. So, in terms of just touching the ball. But anyways, man, y'all go ahead and have a great day. The data doesn't lie. Statistics are the statistics. I'm wishing this kid well. I'm really, really excited to seeing him in the open division. And I genuinely wish the young man well. I wish Uh, uh, and I want to be fair. I want to tell my opinion. This may not be the truth. This is just my opinion. I think he needs to get his usage up. And when he gets his usage up, now he's only a 10th grader. He's only a 10th grader. So he has 2.5 years. But I think the other guard is a junior. And so and then there'll be another big time kid coming in next year. So he doesn't even have to go 100% in practice. Like he can go like this in practice because the team is so goddamn good, you know. And but yeah, those are my thoughts. And that's it. So St. John Bosco is a hell of a team. St. John Bosco. Open division is coming soon in a month. They got a tough league, modern day. Is Jay Serra in their league? Jay Serra, San Margarito. It's a very good league. So they'll be going through it in the league, and those will be some great games to watch. So anyways, man, y'all have a great day. I wish the young man well, and talk to you guys soon. Peace.